Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win, or you find a way to lose. Hold your horses. Let's stop taking it to the stupid. Claressa Shields has took it to the stupid. She's been taking it to the stupid for the last couple of days. This is the issue, right? This thing about, I already posted the video. You can go ahead and check it out. It's all over social media. But this is the problem. This thing about her getting knocked out, I'm going to be honest with you. 90% of people who learned about her getting knocked out in a sparring session is a result of her going onto social media talking about it. At some point in time, maybe we would have become privy to what happened in that sparring session. But she kind of put it right in our faces by her getting on the internet and being so emotional and taking it to the stupid. But this is the problem. This is the problem now, right? She's trending. Her knockout is trending, right? And everyone is having a ball with it because of what she's doing right now. And this is the reason why everybody's clowning her. She won't shut up. She's still out here disrespecting male fighters, saying she's going to punch people in the mouth. She's putting hands on them. She's disrespecting Rolly Romero. She's disrespecting Keith Thurman. She's still out here doing the same stuff. In sparring sessions, right, she's openly talked about how she beats the hell out of men in sparring. This is what she said. So karma is something else. And you would think going through this, it's going to take some time. But maybe at some point in time, she'll come out and say that, it made her realize that there's a certain way you treat people. Because I do believe when she's sparring against male professional fighters, I'm going to tell you this, right? Not every male professional boxer can go on to become a Floyd Mayweather, a Sugar Ray Leonard. Right now, what you're seeing with Devin Haney, Anthony Joshua's, Terrence Crawford's. But that doesn't mean that those guys can't fight. You watch basketball, you see they got all them guys who are in the game playing, but they got guys who sit on the bench in the warm-up suits. Some of them never, ever get in the game. Does that mean that they can't play? No. You know how many people they had to beat out just to make the team? Those guys can ball. But there's just certain ones that just, the coaches feel can get the job done a little better. So my thing is, when you get Claressa Shields in here fighting and sparring professional fighters, male fighters, it doesn't mean that these guys are bums. These guys can scrap. They're just some of those guys who happen to be the guys on the bench and the NBA, and who just maybe don't have what it takes when you're in clutch moments and the coach doesn't have the confidence that they can get a job done like those other ones who get more playing time. And these guys in these boxes, they just maybe after 10, 12 fights, things kind of fizzle out because the competition starts to get really tough. But you put them in there with a female, they'll tranquilize them. And when they get in there with someone like Claressa Shields, they don't want to hurt her. They're trying to make her better. You can't make me believe, although she walks around, she fights at 168, 160, she says she can get down to 154. So Claressa Shields is a big girl, man. But you can't make me believe her at 168 in there with a 140 pounder, right? A pro boxer, that she'll get in there and beat him. But my problem is this with her. The lawsuits start flying. Everybody's talking about it. Goddamn TMZ, Pro Box, everyone's doing videos on it. And I just think it's just not going to work out good for her. They even have the guys who she's talking about coming out and doing interviews now and saying how she's lying and disclosing what they say are the facts. So now this is what's going on. Finger pointing. But my thing is, those accusations that she laid out are serious. Plus, she went out there and said she got a knife and she was going to cut somebody. She's going to turn Michael Myers and start cutting people. I actually like it when she's quiet because there was someone out there who said that she kind of looks like Beyonce when she's not irate and carrying on. But that being said, we'll see what direction all this goes. But I just have a feeling if she don't shut up, somebody may say, okay, she keeps talking about defamation of character and slandering her name and stuff that doesn't even make sense what she's talking about. Because of a video? How's that defaming your character because someone put a video out of you getting oh-yeah-ed and put on your back in the missionary position? But I tell you what, talking about defamation of character, if you say somebody removed the padding from their gloves because they were mad that you beat the hell out of them earlier in the week in a sparring session, and you can't prove that, look, I know she's getting $1 million paydays now. She could be in a horrible spot. She better learn from that YouTube gossiper Tasha K saying all that bullshit about Cardi B and ended up losing that damn lawsuit and having to pay Cardi B over $4 million. She could find herself in a situation where she got to pay somebody some money because she's lying on them. That hurts that coach, especially if he's still involved in boxing. That hurts him. Trying to get work and help people out and train and stuff like that. That hurts him. Hurts his business. But that being said, man, some people need to learn to just listen a whole lot and talk very little. Now, I will say this. If there's truth to what she's saying, then she should be pissed off. But she never said nothing about it. If that happened with her, and as loquacious as she is, as emotional as she is, if 5 years ago she was sparring a man who took padding out of his gloves, the way she talks about everything else, and she caught him and he knocked her ass out the way he did, you can't make me believe that she wouldn't have ran her ass to social media and started talking about it. You can't make me believe that at all. If she could prove it. It's one thing just to come out there and say, that MFer hit me so hard, he had to have manipulated his gloves. But if she could prove it, you can't make me believe that she wouldn't have came out there and said, here's the evidence, this is what happened. Not wait all this time to come out and talk about it because you're embarrassed because he put the information out because you out here running your mouth about all these guys are bums, everyone's a bum, I'm the GOAT, beating guys up in sparring. Yes, somebody finally said, you know what, I'm not even boxing anymore. Here, let me give her a little bit of a little humbling medicine. That's what they did, a little teaspoon of humbleness. And now she can't handle it, she's going crazy. But that being said, hopefully this thing, it ain't gonna never go away now because Twitter is the most toxic place on social media. And they're going to keep talking about it, circulating that video of her getting knocked out. It's the way she got knocked out. And I just hope they can avoid lawsuits. Because right now, if she has no proof, and that guy says, you know what, you still haven't learned your lesson, you still running your mouth, you did it, man, running off at the beak, I'm going to put some real pressure on you. And now I'll see you in court. Then she's up shit creek with no paddle. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all keep cool. But I felt I had to make this video because I'm like, damn, this thing is all over the place now. And the guys are coming up defending themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, people say, well, screw you, head champion. Deontay Wilder said the same thing. Yeah, he did. But Tyson Fury didn't really come out there and try to defend himself. Tyson Fury, it wasn't a guy really coming out there fighting for interviews and going into the specifics about his gloves, about Usman Sajjad, about Daniel Kinahan. Tyson Fury knew to shut up and just leave it alone and basically make Deontay Wilder look like he was crazy and delusional. She doesn't know how to handle that kind of stuff. So now she's out here like looking crazy, but the guy who she's accusing Like Wilder accused Fury, she's accusing these guys. They're like, we don't have nothing to hide. Let's talk about it. And they'll talk about it to anyone on any platform. And that right there to me is not a good sign for her. But anyway, she's still solid as a boxer. She was fighting a man, and that's what you would expect to happen if a guy took his left and right hand off safety and put it on full blast. She would go down faster than a plate of Alabama barbecue. Simple. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.